Hi, this is Morley and this is the M-Wire. So a Texas rancher has found a group of children just on his property, obviously part of a migrant caravan that was separated. One of them was nude. The reason that I chose this story in particular to cover is to obviously bring a humanity to the people that are illegally crossing the border, but as well to draw serious attention to the complete lack of action on the current administration to do anything about it, despite them creating this problem in just 4 short months. VP Harris was put in charge of this situation some months ago, and she's done little other than send her stupid book down to the border for the children to read. And this is coming from someone that obviously goes over the news every day hoping to see some ray of light that the current administration is actually doing something about this, something tangible. But now it appears that this entire situation is just a part of their periphery and little more. It's one thing for grown adults to choose to cross the border illegally, but when children are duped into this, that puts an entirely different spin on it. I mean, I do understand that they're obviously looking for a better way of life. Don't we all want a better way of life? But is it worth it to risk your life to attain that better way of life? That's the question that I don't think many of them ponder, that they could potentially die as a result of trying to get into the United States. One thing that I will always remember about 45, and he said this on more than one occasion, you don't have a country without borders. That statement is so very profound in its simplicity. How do you, with any good conscience, possibly contest that as to not be true? Before I get into the particulars of this, I'd like to show you a 45-second video of a boy that border agents found completely alone and separated from everybody. And just to bear in mind that this one instance is simply a microcosm of the entire problem.
¿Ah?
¿Me puede ayudar?
¿Qué pasó?
Es que yo venía con un grupo de personas y me dejaron botar y no sé dónde están.
No sabes dónde están. ¿Te dejaron solo?
Pues claro, me dejaron botar.
¿Te dejaron solo botado?
Solo.
¿No vienes con mami o con papi o con nadie?
¿Ah?
¿Vienes con tu mamá o tu papá?
Nadie. Yo venía en un grupo que venía de entrega con usted y al final me dejaron botar y venía aquí a pedir auxilio.
¿Te dejaron botado y te dijeron que vinieras a pedir auxilio?
No, yo vengo porque si no, ¿por dónde me voy a ir? Allí voy.
Anyone who can watch a video like that and feel no sense of empathy, towards this young boy's situation, I have to question as to whether or not they're human. Like, this is a human tragedy is what this really and truly is, if we are to call it what it actually is. This article is out of the Gateway Pundit. Since Joe Biden's inauguration, over 19,000 unaccompanied children have entered the U.S. along the southern border, an all-time monthly high that has forced Biden administration to house migrant teenagers in convention centers, camps for oil workers, and the military base. Is this the compassionate party we heard so much about when Basement Joe was running for office against President Trump and did more to stop the flow of human trafficking into America than any president in modern history? Where's Kamala? Didn't Basement Joe tell us she would be handling the border crisis? Precisely. Where is Kamala? More importantly, where is AOC? We all remember her tirade about, kids being kept in cages. And all you need to do is look at the thumbnail of this video to understand that that is still happening. But where's her outrage? Oh, well, it's politicized. Her party is now in power in the White House, so there's no political agenda for her to draw any attention to this any longer. That's the long and the short of it. She doesn't give a rip about these children, folks. She never did, and she never will, because it doesn't serve her purpose. Now in Kamala's cruel new America, which encourages criminals to use children as pawns as a means to freely enter the United States, 5 young girls have been found lying on the ground on a Texas farmer's ranch. One of them was naked and crawling. On Sunday, a Texas farmer found 5 abandoned girls from Honduras and Guatemala on his land, hungry and crying after being left by their families to try and get into the country alone, in another example of the worsening border crisis. All of the girls were under the age of 7, and only one was so young that she was crawling. There was also a 2-year-old in the group. So all of these children were completely alone. I'll let your mind wander as to what could have happened, like if the farmer didn't find these children or the border patrol or whatever. What someone with very nefarious purposes, if they found these children first, could have done with them. This could have been a non-story because they just could have vanished. They could have been sold into trafficking. They could have been, anything could have happened to these children. They're young children. They're in no position to fend for themselves. If this doesn't make you mad and make you want to take to the streets, I don't know what will. They have no mother, no father, no nothing. This is one of our workers' wives right here taking care of this tiny one. No one with these children. Well, this does make me angry, which is why I'm partially making this video. This administration created this problem, and as I've said, they're not doing anything about it. This is just in their periphery, and, they're just basically sitting on the sidelines with this. The farmer added a plea to President Biden: tighten the rules to prevent people from flooding the border, or come and see the crisis for yourself. We're talking about how the United States is a humane country. This is not humane anymore, and it all started under him. And to that I could not conceivably agree more. Thank you for coming along with me to my video. Please, please, please remember to like, comment, and share, and subscribe. It would greatly help out the channel, fight the censorship, and God bless each and every one of you.